Wait. Nope, that's not it.
But thank you, though, for the offer.
Just a second, busco. Okay, welcome everybody. This is the Mardox Daily Live Chat. My name is Nelson Buck, and we have John Brewer, Belinda. John, take it away. I gotta take a phone call.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our wonderful, fearless leader of the group, pack, whatever. Yeah, the amazing Mr. Nelson Buck. And yeah, we're here, and we want to remind you to do three very, very important things. You please subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. And please comment. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say and stuff like that, and what you want us to talk about, and all kinds of stuff. And right now, we're going to hear from the wonderful Belinda Condell. She's going to tell us how she's doing.
And stuff like that.
And stuff like that.
I'm doing great, swell, hunky-dory, just wonderful, on top of the world. How about you, John?
Doing okay. I had a good day, full day, lots of classes, but went good. Went really good.
I'm glad. Yeah, you know, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Oh, I was finished.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was going to say, we got on a topic yesterday that got really good, and then the show had to go. And that was about, how it was about basically why, like, starting your own business and, starting your very own business versus, joining an MLM, which one's appropriate at what time, and how not everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur. And I mean, we've talked about this a little bit before, but we took it into a slightly different direction, and it was at the end of the show that I brought up a topic about, because they were talking about going to school to get a skill set, and I brought up Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and about basically some people need to get training in order to develop that skill set. And then Nelson brought up, well, there's people he knows that it didn't cost them anything to get their business rolling, and then we were talking about, well, a lot of free things can only take you so far. Eventually you have to, invest in your business some way or another. Just the free might help out in the beginning, but you can't stay that way. And then there's exceptions, and then towards the end we got into it so much because it was just a topic we brought up like not even 10 minutes before the show was ending, and I just brought something simple thinking it wasn't going to lead anywhere, and it did. So now we're going to continue that conversation today once Nelson's back with us.
Yeah, not bad,
because it led into other areas of that discussion.
This is stuff that people really need to know. A lot of people have misconceptions about what it is to be in business, and to be in business online especially, and they have misconceptions at many levels, and with all the crap that's being put out there about how easy it is and free and blah blah blah, it's really misleading. I saw an advertisement when I was surfing yesterday. I didn't do much surfing. I did my bare minimum at this one site, and then I went back to bed. There was an advertisement on some program, and how it's all wonderful, and you can make a lot of money, no investment, and stuff like that, right? I thought. And okay, but the program had to do something to the effect, you saw the material that you could use. You needed a website, basically. So how can they say no invest? Oh yeah, this was the other thing. No investment, right? No investment. First, you needed a website. And second, it costed whatever it costed, $15. It was a discount, It costed $15 for you to go one-time payment. Is that not an investment? And this is what gets on my nerves. And people, they fall into that stuff. They listen, especially if there's a video, because if it's text, people, they may or may not read it. But when it's a video, right? they're listening to this and they're taking it all in. They're blinded about this person saying how much money they can make and then showing their payment proof. I don't want to see their PayPal account and stuff like that, you know, because they fake everything these days. And whether it's fake or not is not the point. It's not my business. And that doesn't prove anything. It doesn't mean that I can do what they do. But the person said no investment, you know, and then in the information, he indicated that you take this stuff from the program and use it on your website or something like that. Okay, on your website, how do you get a website, you know? And then it costed whatever it costed to join, one-time payment. I mean, you know, how ridiculous can we get?
Yeah, I see that a lot. Our intro video for Mardox talks about some of that stuff going on. You know, about the merry-go-round, launch merry-go-round from hell. Investment has to do with anything that you take from your pocket and invest into it. You know? And website. If you need a website, well, they assume you already have a website.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You know, it's
yeah. And if you have one, how did you get it? You know. Yeah,
you have to pay for it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Fugly.
At some point, somehow you have to pay.
Yeah. Fugly wrote, "I'm back."
I'm Fred. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Fugly.
Welcome back, Fugly.
From that hangover. Kidding.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what he had. He had a hangover. He earned some money on his website that we helped set him up, and I think he went out and partied.
And spent all the money on it.
Yeah. Now he's saying, Nelson, I need money to do this. I need money to do that.
And it never ends.
Fugly, it's called reinvestment, you know. Celebrate, buy yourself coffee, and then reinvest the rest of it. But I'm sure you know all of that. I'm just messing with you.
No, but that's the truth. Most of the money I make, I have to reinvest right back into my business. Or I'd be asking for money all the time.
I have to reinvest it if I can. It depends on what bill collectors are knocking at the door, knocking the email inbox, flooding it.
Is your bill collector as nice as my bill collector?
That depends. How nice is your bill collector?
They don't show up my door. They don't know where I live.
No.
Talking about
that never happened here.
Talking about bill collectors. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're on a topic of business. Ooh.
It is business. It is business.
This is business.
Oh, we want to talk. Okay, well, if you want to switch topics, okay.
No, we're not switching topics. Bill collectors.
This is very relevant.
And bill collectors, and everybody knows about what's been going on with Equifax. And I got a beautiful letter today saying from Equifax. I'm covering my address here so nobody sees where I live.
Where you live?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. John knows where I live. And
I'm using Google Maps right now.
I got a pretty little document from them saying that, this letter is to inform you that your information has been compromised, that hackers have gotten into our database over a year ago, that we discovered this on September 7th, and now basically we're just now getting around today to saying, here's your notice to let you know your information is compromised. What's better is there is a statement in there. If you want, for a one-time fee per year, you can pay us to help protect you against any malicious activity that the hackers may do with your information. So, let me get this right. Let me get this right. This is business. This is business.
That's rich.
Yeah.
Trust us with your dough.
Yes. Dear Nelson Buck, we were hacked. We took over a year to get to you. On September 7th, we figured it out. And now, a month and a half later, we were actually contacting you and saying, we got hacked. But if
you're a genius.
Blenda, mute yourself. There's so much noise in here.
Sorry.
Yeah. So if you pay us money, we will now protect you against the hackers that have your information.
that hack their servers, right?
Yeah. Like I have to pay them to
confident.
Isn't that the definition of extortion?
It's like, no, yeah. It is also like a bank, right? A bank that just got robbed, right? Public on television, the news footage and everything, and this bank puts out an advertisement. Yeah, come and deposit your money with us and do
Yeah,
business with us.
that's
Your
it.
money will has never been so safe.
That's it. Oh my God! Now there's talk about this. So there is talk on the internet about this hack
Yeah,
being constructed by Equifax and
yeah, really.
publicized by them on
Okay.
purpose, so that, oh look, we were hacked, and now look, oh, if you pay us money, we'll protect you.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
that's hey Lauren,
Hey, Lauren.
that
Hey. Okay, everybody, shut up, shut up, shut up. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Okay.
Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
I wonder if they did that on purpose, honestly.
Well, they're being investigated now about this.
where are you today, Lauren? Ah, by the French fries I see you
Look
at
at this. Look
McDonald's.
at this. Lauren even makes French fries look sexy.
Yeah, it's like
There you go.
mm, hi Nelson.
If you go out with me, I can make you feel like a French fry.
I noticed today you're sitting with your back to the wall, so we don't have all of these McDonald's folks.
No, but she's right beside the toilets. She told me yesterday she's sitting right beside the bathroom, so there are good noises. But don't people not have any shame? Like the other day, she was on a video chat, and the guy behind waving. There's no shame.
I'll try the camera part so you don't have to watch me eat.
Well, I don't mind.
It's okay. Either way. Either way.
Good.
All right. Just make us all jealous. So you're at McDonald's.
Yeah, there you go.
We're not.
There you go. So
Okay. So yeah.
yeah,
Equifax.
so Equifax. Yeah, a possibility you've been hacked. Sorry about that. Not our fault, really. The hackers did it, but if you want, we can protect your information. Wow.
That's rich. That's really. I mean, how bold can you get?
How bold can you go?
Wait.
Yeah.
Come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who thought of it? In what boardroom did they think about this? Hey guys,
Who
wait a minute.
authorized that to go out?
I got a moneymaker for everybody. These guys got hacked. Now let's charge them an amount, 1 year price, and they will protect their information. Wait a minute. You're going to protect my information, yet you can't keep it protected. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, that's the
Exactly.
that's the other part. One of the computer scientists, the consultants, that said Equifax is open to vulnerabilities. They have to get their stuff patched. They knew about the patches and the requirements to secure the servers 2 years ago. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, and they never did anything. It was too.
I heard about that.
It was too expensive, and we'll wait till if something happens.
Yeah.
What?
I heard about
Do
that.
these people know how many hackers exist in this world?
I mean,
Yeah.
hello, they should lose their customers, not want them to upgrade. My
Well,
goodness, are they
well,
stupid?
Yeah, well, they should be shut down. Is what it should
Exactly.
be. Yeah, Equifax
They
should be
should be.
terminated. Finished. That's it. Gone.
They should be. They should lose whatever license they.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with Equifax, and I can't remember the other names. There's 2 or 3 big guys like this. The problem with this is everybody is on their database. Everybody who has a credit history, even people who don't have a credit history, you're in their database.
Yeah.
You got no choice but to be on their database. You cannot not be on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I think it's their responsibility to protect us at all costs.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
You know?
That's a given. That's
If you come to Mardox and you punch in your information, that was your choice of putting information on our site. Once we have your information, it's for us to protect it.
Exactly.
If we say to you, come to our website and we'll protect your information at a cost, that's a service being offered to a client we never have. The person comes in and buys it. But this is a company that has all our information going back decades, and this stuff is not protected.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's like a government office or something being hacked. You know.
I mean, I got no worries. My credit score is so sucky. It doesn't really matter. No, really. I gave up on credit cards. I got a credit card, and it was just a an exponential curve, and it just went poof. I said forget it. I'm cutting up the credit card. I went back to no credit cards, and
Okay.
no, I don't really need it. It's convenient to go. Oh yeah, I want a pizza. I don't have any money. Ching. You know,
It's too convenient.
yeah, it's too
It's too
convenient. That's right.
convenient.
So I got out of that. So I'm in the process of clearing up my credit card bill, and they're like every month. Well, you know, if you don't clear it up real soon, your credit history is going to go down. I said, dude, my credit history's been going down for the last 2 years. I think it's on a downward spiral. You know, and the thing is, if you don't have a credit card, even your credit score goes down because you're not using credit. If you're like me, I pay for everything up front with cash. You know, so if you don't have a credit card, your credit score goes down. You know, there's very few organizations out there that that actually report you to Equifax and saying yes, you made your payments. Rather, it's rather it's not that you made your payments, but you didn't make a payment, so snap. You know, so your score goes up and just sits there. You need to have companies that report you to Equifax, telling them yes, you made a payment, which are banks, loan companies, leasing companies. Those ones will say it, but nobody else.
Exactly.
Your cable company won't tell the credit score industry that you made your payment. Okay.
Now here, right, with the credit watching place, every time you apply for credit.
Your sister said, "Hello, big brother."
Hey.
It's in the video. It's actually recorded on the video. People are liking this, having what's being written right in the video stream.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they do.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. How you doing? Yeah, here, every time you apply for credit, right, it goes on your credit report.
Yeah, and it brings your score down every time, right?
Yeah. How you gonna get credit if you don't apply for it?
Everything.
If you apply for it, you apply for it, they check your score, and they say you've applied for too much credit.
Yeah, and then you lose your score. Your score goes down faster than you can earn it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Finally, because on my credit reporting place, when I go to the website, there's a bar, right, and it goes I think red, yellow to green.
Yeah.
You know, and finally, I'm starting to see a little bit of green.
Yeah.
It used to be always green. I used to have like really good credit until years ago.
Yeah, shit happens.
And but it's creeping back up. So this is a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm at the edge of the yellow going into the green. I'm not that bad, but it's like I don't really care about it anymore, to tell you the truth. Because look, all the renovations I'm doing. What happened with me was I went to a loan company. We got a loan, and we were promised that if the house has a foundation and it has just the outside walls, we can get a mortgage. But it was to get started with, you know, the credit rating. And we did everything we had to do. And we said, can we get a mortgage? At that point, we were supposed to be able to put the loan over onto the mortgage. Then the company came and investigated the house. Some inspectors said they saw a crack in the foundation. I have not yet seen a crack in the foundation anywhere. There's no leaks in the foundation. And so because of that, now for a year, banned from reevaluating the house. So I'm stuck paying off this debt, which was supposed to build us up to be able to get a mortgage, you know, an actual mortgage. Hey, Lauren's back. And so everything to say, I got discouraged. Now I'm paying the loan off, which next spring I'm just gonna say, here's the freaking money, go away. And I told them flat out, as soon as I can make payments without penalties, and after March, I'm gonna walk in with 20 grand and say, here's your freaking 20 grand, you know, goodbye. cancel that
Because
thing.
that's similar to what happened before I started teaching. I couldn't find any more work because the financial crisis and blah 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 here
Yeah.
in Europe, and it was getting harder and harder to find work. And I was getting older and older, so that didn't make it any easier. And so anyway, so I decided to still look for a job, but try to start my own business, teaching and teaching English. And they offered the unemployment office. They had this special program going on. They offered you a business starting bonus,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of how much was it? It was a few thousand euros, right? It was a good amount. And now this is the they said this will not have an effect on your unemployment payments. It's going to be counted as income. You will still get your unemployment payments, and you get this bonus so you can start your business.
Yeah.
Big lie.
Yeah. I know. Welfare.
I applied.
Yeah. Well, welfare here. Just give me a sec. Well, welfare here. I was on it for a period of time, and I said I'm going to start a business. I started a business. I told them I'm starting a business. I have forms that I filled out saying rent, expenses, paper, gas, electricity.
Yeah.
I filled these sheets out.
Yeah.
One day they contacted me and said we need to see your bank statement. So I printed out the bank statement, but I had just received a payment of $15,000 from Paramount Pictures. It's sitting in that bank statement. So I printed out and I gave it. I'm honest, 110%. Here you go. The agent looks at the paper, says, "Is this legit? Is this everything?" I said, "Yes." He leaves the room and comes back with another person and says, "Mr. Buck, you're losing your welfare, and we're going to be filing for charges going back after you for 6 years worth." Because of the 15 grand. So they thought I made a mistake by showing the 15 grand. And if I made it once, I must have made it 100 times. I had to go in front of a tribunal to get this amount brought down. Finally, they only went after me for 6 months worth instead of 6 years or 7 years. But it's like, yeah, it's a lie. The government's is gonna crush you. And I hear so many stories about that.
Yeah. And that was the beginning.
Your sister said student loans really mess your credit up. Now, is that her student loans or your student loans there, John?
No, not my student. No, because in America, folks get student loans so they can go to college and stuff.
Every time John says that in America, I get this Neil Diamond Phillips song in my head. They're coming to America. And what you just said, John, was a complete load of crap.
Okay.
It is believed that students are taught going through school. At the end of high school, they're taught you go get a loan, a student loan, and you go to college and university. No, you don't have to do that. My daughter proved it. You don't need to go get a loan. You can get a job, live with your parents, and go to college and do everything 100%.
Yeah, if it depends on how much your schooling costs.
Hers was a pretty penny.
Okay.
Yeah, everything she earned went into this. I remember because I know that she had a job, the whole thing, and and her boyfriend had a job too. He did the same thing. Both of them left college debt free. As of right now, he's gone to university now, and she has an actual job in nursing. They have their own rent, the whole 9 yards, and even she says it's nice. I don't have to pay a loan back.
Now maybe the system is different there in Canada, because in the U.S. it's rough.
No, it is rough, but you can make it. You can do it. A lot of people do it, but it's the government, the school systems teach you take a loan, and then go through college. But it's a misconception. You don't have to do that. If you're going to go to Yale, well, yeah, it's $50,000 a course. That's a whole different story. But if you're going to go to a regular college, a regular hometown college, they're not going to charge you 50 grand to take a course.
Yeah, but it all depends on where you go.
Yeah. What did your sister take as courses? Not in America. She's not in America. What? This is your sister, right?
I hope she's still in America.
I'm not doing the Neil Diamond Phillips song again, okay? No. It's not Neil Diamond. It's what's his name? Phillips. What's his name? Not Lou Diamond Phillips. That's the actor.
Neil Diamond.
It's Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Phillips. There's another singer with Phillips in it. Okay, I'm wrong. Something doesn't sound right. So
can we get back to the topic we were originally talking about that you wanted to continue today?
I have no idea. I have no idea what topic we're talking about. I was gone.
We were talking about how people buying all this equipment and tools to start a business versus being able to do it free, and who is an entrepreneur, who is more employee minded. It started taking a life of its own yesterday in the conversation at the end, and we were going to continue that today. Me and John started talking about while you were away.
Well, I would hope so. Oh, now John's gone. Now we can't talk about it.
You people are driving me nuts. I'm going to go put my head through a wall.
That's okay. Just make sure you don't break the wall, okay?
Love you, but yeah.
Yeah, don't break the wall, okay?
I'll try not to.
There we go. That's done.
I like cookies.
Oh my God. What I don't like is people that are going around like John is saying investments. You don't need to put a lot of money into starting a business, any kind of business, especially on the internet. You don't have to put a lot of money in. An investment includes, like John was saying, to sign up to a site. That you need a website. There's some money you need to put in, but I know.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, exactly. But you're saying that this guy did it without any money, and I'm sure there are exceptions like that. But usually you need something to invest at least, because
what guy? What guy are you talking about?
You said that there's a guy that made money. I don't know who you're talking about. Yesterday, you mentioned it briefly. About a guy, unless I misunderstood there's a guy who didn't have any money and still made money with starting his own business or something.
Well, didn't have any money. Let's be fair. He had $100. He was able to get his domain name.
Oh, well, there you go. Right, because you need something. I was going to say.
No, but seriously, come on, seriously. If somebody tells me I can't find $25, it's time to start looking into how you do things in this world. You need connections. You need people. You need to talk. You need to network. There's got to be somebody out there that can lend you $25, $50 to get a site going. Okay, Belinda. Really, if you're gonna type, you got to be.
I'm not typing. I'm just moving something around. My goodness.
Well, no, but it's all. Well, go back and listen to the video at the end.
It sounded like.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
It's overwhelming in the headphones. It's really unbearable.
Okay, sorry. I guess my sound picks up good.
Nelson.
Does anybody know where John is?
I need $25 to start a site.
I got 50. That's all I got. Oops.
Okay.
All I got is 50. I'll have it to you in a couple hours.
Put it in the cup, man. Just put it in the cup. Oh no, you can't do that. I just filled it up. Nah. Oh well, I guess I lost out. Okay, so what were y'all?
So what I was saying was this: he had money to get a domain name, and it was again question of networking. You're going to start a business, find out who you know. He knows me. I do hosting and stuff, so I gave him access to the site, and I said, "Here's hosting. Get going. Make your business go." I helped him with the site design and stuff like that, and one thing led to another, and now he's running a website where you can put your business card in an online directory. So, but they're $5 a shot for a year. So you send your business card in with a $5 check, and boom, he scans it and puts it online. But you said that cost him what? What's the cost of a domain name? $9 US.
Yeah.
So it's not costing him that much. But it's because why I bring up that story is a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't start a business. I don't have any money. I don't have this. I don't have that." Well, for one, learn how to ask. People are out there who will be willing to help you get your business going and get you rolling. If you can show them that you're legitimate, that you really do want to get something something on the roll.
And networking is extremely important.
Yeah.
Extremely important. Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. After you.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
Oh, thank you. I'm just going to say that
okay, time's up.
Screw you. Anyway, the thing is, the problem is that, okay, I know not everybody has the same beliefs, okay, but I have a principle of not borrowing money. I'd rather be the lender, not the borrower. John knows what I'm talking about. And but if you're going to have like investors into your business, like something like that, that's one thing. But if you're going to just simply borrow money off people, that usually is a bad way to start out. And I normally never do that.
But I don't know anybody who does not want to borrow.
But it depends.
I don't borrow money. I really don't.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to borrow money. Nobody wants to do that.
I think
that's a misconception that everybody out there wants money. Yeah, they want money, they want to earn it, but they don't want to borrow it. You know, it is a form of begging. You know.
I mean, I tell people when I want to do business with me and they don't have the money, I show them ways to earn the money, not go and ask for it. I don't want to be that person. Right. You see what I'm saying?
But I mean, there are circumstances and situations, and there are differences. You see. Because if someone really has this great idea, like Nelson was talking about, and the only thing that's holding them back was getting their domain name registered and getting their site up, and they just, for whatever reason, did not have the little bit of money that takes, you know, you figure out who you ask.
Well, I believe unless you're homeless and living on the street, I believe everybody's got $20. Seriously, everybody must have, because it's just a question of, do you put the money towards buying French fries, or do you put the money towards your website?
Yeah.
Which is more priority? Going.
Yeah.
And I was doing it. I was broke at one point. I was going to the coffee shop every day, and I told my wife, and I talked about this. Okay, coffee. Let's say it was $1.50, and that's on the low range. But let's say it's $1.50 per person, per shot at the coffee shop, just coffee. My wife and I were going, so that's $3. So 30, 60, 90 per month there. And then of course we had donuts. So let's double that price, 180 per month, just between my wife and I. And then what about all the times that, you know, we get full meals? Oh, I don't have time to go to the house. I'm going to get a full lunch, a sandwich, odds and ends. We did the math real quick, just between my wife and I, because I wouldn't go to get a coffee at the coffee shop one time. I'd go 5, 6 times in a day, because every time we passed by one, we'd pick something up. Jackie would be with me and say, yeah, I would like to have a hot chocolate, you know. Added it all up, it was adding up. It was almost like between $450 and $600 a month in restaurants. Now, suddenly when I said, hey, wait a minute, no more restaurants. I make my own coffee at home. I put it in a thermos if I have to. Jackie gets hot chocolate powder and makes it at home. Donuts aren't good for you anyways. Sandwiches, I'd rather eat my own stuff. That $400 to $600 now I can invest into my website or do whatever I want with it. I'm not giving it to a no-name corporate brand that you know, is just in it for to sell coffee.
No, I mean, to do that is okay, but it's like you said, if you say you don't have the money to invest, then you need to do exactly what you just said.
Yeah, you got to find ways.
Because people don't think about the money that they waste every day.
Right. Was that pair of jeans going to change your financial future? I always used to say the same thing to people. You know, that extra slice of pizza could be going towards your business, you know?
Exactly. And this is what
Hi, I can see you.
Oh my.
And get a load of this. I still wear them.
I'm not surprised.
I do. If I gotta go work outside, why am I gonna put a brand new pair of jeans on?
You're like my husband. My husband wears his holy pants, as I call it. And I mean literally holy when he goes to do his drywall, unless it's really, really cold weather, because he doesn't. He'll wear them till they literally fall apart.
And just think, the guy that's gonna rape me in the dark, I just made it easier for him to get in.
Oh my. So John, how are you today?
I mean, guys, we wear jeans until they literally fall apart.
I just want to throw them out and say, live like the rest of us.
We are. He is living. Like
You're not living in the back alley.
He is. He is living like the rest of us. He's frugal. He's using it.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's a little overboard.
I don't know.
I'm frugal, but
do you want to see my underwear?
No, God, I had to let him get. I had to get him to get rid of his holy underwear.
Hold on now. I don't. No. Look at the screen. You guys are gonna go like this. This is bad. This is a T-shirt that I got, and I wear it often.
Yeah, that's horrible. Outright horrible.
I'm waiting on my wife to iron mine. It's been washed.
Good luck with that.
She irons all the time. So, well, not all the time, but she does the ironing in the house.
Jesus,
I know how to iron, and if I have to, I will.
Who dresses you in the morning?
Your wife dresses you funny. Kidding.
Yeah, my wife dresses me. Wear this today, okay?
I dress myself, and my wife makes me wear a note. Say I dress myself today.
You're gonna blame her. I'm telling.
No, she makes me wear a note to say I dressed myself, so that people won't blame her for how I'm dressed.
Yeah. And do you have to hang it around your neck like I do?
Well, you people.
Along with the house key. In the wintertime, I'm not kidding you. I have a lanyard that I put around my neck, and it has two things. It has my house key, and it has a key to get in my truck door.
Okay.
Because in the winter, I start the truck up. We go shovel snow, but we don't turn the truck off at every stop. We leave it running. And there's times that we get out, we lock the doors by accident, close the doors. It's like, it's minus 30. It's cold.
Really?
And it's locked.
Wow.
So I have a key. I have a key under my T-shirt.
Real smart.
And a house key, because I always forget my house key.
He's a latchkey husband.
Yeah, I'm a latchkey husband. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Hello.
Every day.
Arky.
Anyways, mute yourself and talk to them, Dry.
I know.
But starting a business, I told Lauren, if ever you guys see her and all that, I told Lauren it wouldn't be hard if she's playing around with these traffic exchanges. Why doesn't she start one of her own traffic exchanges? And I told her we could set it up for her, but her answer is no. She's not ready yet. Okay.
Is she really going to make anything off traffic exchanges anyway?
I don't know anybody.
It depends on how you run it. It depends on how you run it. You see, but
there's so many out there already.
Starting a traffic exchange is not something that anyone should do. You need to want to do it. Okay. You need to want. You can't when you want to start making money online, right? You want to start an online business. Don't just look through all the advertisements, pick a good one, and say, I'll try that because they say I can make a lot of money. Because there's no passion behind it.
Right.
You see?
Like we talked about yesterday.
To have the passion. Now, if Lauren has some kind of passion about traffic exchanges, she says no, okay. So do not start one.
No, it was just an example.
Yeah,
any website. I could help Lauren set up a membership site on how to do gardening or how to clean your pool.
That's what Lauren needs her own site.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to promote the affiliate things that she's doing right now.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is like you've said often yourself, Nelson. You have to have people coming into your portal.
Yeah.
And going from there to wherever else.
Holy crap! People are listening to what I'm saying on video.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I didn't realize that the stuff I'm spewing out of my mouth is being listened to. Wow, cool.
We talked about that before, Belt. Yesterday we talked about that. Doing your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have a passion for it, or because it's like, okay, I teach, right? I teach English. I love teaching. Every day, the worst thing about what I do is getting up. Because when you're self-employed, you take pride in like getting up when you want and this and that and the other thing. You know, if you're doing good with like having an online business and stuff. But anyway, since I teach at companies, you know, at businesses and stuff, you know, and sometimes I have to get up pretty early because most of the places where I go teach are about an hour's drive away. At any rate, I love teaching. I love it. I might be tired. I might not be feeling so good. But once I hit that conference room, classroom, closet, whatever it is where the instruction is taking place, I'm in my element and I come alive and I love it. And I'm flooded with all of these ideas of what I want to do and how I want to do it. And I started my website and blah, 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 blah. But it's the passion. I had a passion. I had the entrepreneurial spirit for as long as I can remember.
Okay, so I get this. I have the passion for earning crap loads of money in the summertime. It's just the money I care about. It's not the fools.
Go to the back of the class.
So anyway,
class now.
Yes, go stand in the corner while you're at it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can I play Xbox while I'm there?
No, we're going to tie you up and muzzle you and keep it. You know. Anyway.
Yes.
Kinky.
Oh, geez. Oh. Anyhow, John, you and I are on the same page because yesterday I was talking about, you know, the days that you can get stressed out doing what you love, okay? And there's going to be, sometimes you're going to get bad days, and the what you love, that passion you have is what's going to carry you through that bad day versus if you're doing it for the sake of just making money, you might as well just go out and get a job and be done with it. You have to do what you love, and I teach my clients to do that.
Yeah, because it's like when you have a job, if you get up every day and you think, I gotta go to work today, you go to work, you do what you do, you go home, you're glad you can go home, not just because you're tired from working, but you're tired of the place that you work at. You need to get another job.
Yeah, I always say that. If you wake up in the morning, you say, I've got to go to work. You're done. Yeah. You're done. You end it right there. You're better off to end it right there and put yourself out of your own misery.
You're just a hamster on the wheel.
Yeah.
You're doing what you need to do to earn money, and this is okay. But it's okay to have that as a filler until you find what you really want to do, you know. And
right. Well, yeah, I talked last night about, or yesterday about, that's the thing is people either they quit their job because somebody says, you know, you're going to make money overnight, you fire your boss. I tell people, if you don't have a job, you need at least some kind of a secondary income or funding source because you need to fund your business, not just pay your bills, I might add. But if you have a job, keep it. Do this on the side. Grow it slowly with a little bit of time you may have. You don't have to, you know, go full force into it. Just the more you can do, the better. But and then when you grow and you're stable, then you can fire your boss because that's a smart way to do it.
Exactly. You know, take the advertising that you see with a grain of salt.
Right.
Use your clear thinking faculties. Think about it. It's like I was talking about earlier, Nelson, when you were away, I think. Or were you there? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
He's always away mentally. Go ahead. Love you.
What? You guys saying something? I wasn't listening.
Never mind. Go ahead, John.
I was talking about an advertisement that I saw while I was surfing yesterday for the few minutes that I did. And it said, with this program, whatever it was, you can earn all kinds of money, no investment, no technical knowledge, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, as he was talking his blah, 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 I was reading through the material, you know, and what it's all, because I like to go right down to the nuts and the bolts if they show you what they are offering or what you have to do or what's involved.
Mm-hmm.
At any, it indicated that you need a website. Okay, now the dude said no investment, right? Now, website equals money. you know. And then it costed what, $15, $16 or whatever it was, one-time payment to get this thing that will help you make all money. That's an investment, you know. So right up front, he has lied to you, you know. But people are so blinded by the hype.
The play on words, and they feed into the hype, and then it also feeds their laziness and attracts more laziness. Yeah, I was discussing that yesterday too.
And people, you have to kind of curb your natural instincts, you know. You have to kind of control your natural instincts and just slow down, because it's like, if it's, you know, and they say, oh, this offer is only gonna be available for whatever time, and this is gonna be gone forever, then let it go.
I got some comments from a certain somebody going back. Even community college, you have to take out a loan. Okay, so United States is really expensive compared to Canada. Okay, cool.
It is.
Well, but college, and this is what I said yesterday. Like rich dad, poor dad. Rich dad represents the old society. Rich or poor dad does, and then rich dad represents today's society. And it used to be you get a good education, you get a good job to have a good retirement. Now you have to make your own retirement, but it doesn't mean like a brick and mortar, because then you're still a slave to the, you know, to that. But like investing, networking, like what we do online, you know, those type of businesses, you know, because you can't, the jobs aren't reliable. Even going to college for, like, you need college if you're going to be a teacher, doctor, but even that's not stable as it used to be. And it teaches you to be an employee, not to be an entrepreneur. It teaches you the employee mindset, and you go in debt and you have nothing to show for it on top of that.
But we have to also understand too, not everybody can be an entrepreneur.
Right, I know. I'm just saying college isn't what it's cracked up to be for the average person.
It's not worth it at all. I don't think college is worth anything unless you're going to go into the direct mediums like nursing,
like teacher, right, lawyer, doctor,
those ones. But if you're going to,
you can't go pay.
You go into computer sciences, and anything you learn is already 3 years old or more, and it's like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't show you what is today's stuff. They're showing you stuff from 3, 4, or 5 years ago.
When me and Josh were talking about going to business school and how it helped him for what he wanted to do. For me, I took up computer, math, and science. I taught myself the internet. I didn't even take anything for that.
I went to a business course, and basically what I learned to do is to become a secretary. It's basically what they taught me.
Well, that's what I did. It's what it taught me, how to be a secretary, or you know. So for me, it didn't teach me really anything.
That's it. I don't think there is a business course for what we're doing, to tell you the truth. I don't think
there
is one.
There isn't.
You know, this isn't a business like you have to have a storefront, the whole 9 yards. It's a different beast.
Yeah.
Even e-commerce. I mean, even those who are making a killing in e-commerce still. They'll tell you they have to hire staff and to go and have so much overhead that they don't tell you about when you make money with e-commerce. So people who are selling these e-commerce courses, they're not even telling you what all goes on behind that, and the fact that if you actually do make money, which most don't, but
what do you mean?
But the ones that do, there's a lot of things that go behind that, because I was one of those that did e-commerce.
Slow down. What do you mean e-commerce? It's such a vague topic.
Okay, when you're selling something on eBay or Amazon, you have your own storefront. You know, let's say you're getting big. You know, you're not just the average Joe just selling something out of your house or whatever.
Right.
When you get big, you have a lot more responsibility and more overhead. And this is the stuff they don't tell you about in courses. You find this out on your own. So even those who say they don't want to talk to anybody, they don't want to network, you know, they want a business where they can put up a website, a storefront, and you know, and do digital. It's not going to be easy, and you're going to have new challenges there that they don't tell you about.
I don't know about it. I got a storefront at Amazon. Anything that gets sold through my Amazon account.
You're not a high-end, serious Amazon seller. We're talking about people like that.
Stop doing that. Slow down. I have an Amazon account. I do sell stuff through Amazon. I actually make quite a bit of cash on Amazon. But I never touch anything from Amazon. You go to my Amazon account and buy a computer, it gets shipped by the supplier. I know
that. I do Amazon and eBay, but I stopped doing it because I I don't want to have to hire staff, and I know a few people that made it. Let me finish, please.
But Amazon and eBay are not the same thing.
I know. I'm just giving examples, okay? But anyway, Amazon. Let's stick to that.
Yeah.
When I know a few people that they got so big and they hired staff, and bigger than even I got. And I'll tell you right now, it became like a 9-to-5 job. They became a slave. They never saw their family and their kids, and they actually sold their Amazon business to someone else for a big lump sum money because they didn't want the headache, and it defeated purpose. They felt like they were going back into a job.
Yeah, and okay, I'm gonna say I don't see where they came up with this, because again, John buys something on my Amazon account. He goes through Amazon, pays. Amazon contacts the seller and says ship this to him. I don't do anything. Are you making a killing at Amazon?
It
doesn't matter. If I'm making $1 or $1 million, it doesn't matter. My account is there.
I'm going by what I know. People who have made a lot of money have told me. They all told me the same thing.
There's got to be something else they're doing, because the model doesn't work. What you're saying, I simply send you to a link. You choose a computer to buy. If you pay for it, it gets shipped to you.
Belinda, why did they say they had to hire staff and stuff like
that? Because they started having their own warehouses. Amazon would only limit them to a certain point when they got real big, so they had to kind of go off on their own. Well, Amazon would help them, but
okay. Oh, wait. They were suppliers, not sellers.
Yeah, they were sellers, but they got really big, and then they moved on to another level because they were getting limited.
If I send John to my Amazon account to buy a computer, he chooses the computer. He says, I want to buy this, pays it with a credit card. The supplier has to have it in stock and send it. That's a totally different story. Now you're talking about supplying stuff. Yeah, that's a business. That's a brick and mortar business.
This is the part I'm having trouble following, kind of like Nelson, because if you want to start with Amazon as an affiliate to make some extra money,
you can bring 1 million sellers and buyers in. It won't make a difference.
But I'm not understanding. Okay, why these people had to hire staff and stuff?
Because they're the provider.
And
not,
you said,
not
Linda,
the distributor.
Hold on. Slow down. Okay, so Belinda, you said they had inventory and stuff like that, or what?
All I know is they started out like I did, being just your typical, seller, and they grew and grew like I did. See, I grew, but not to the point. I made a lot of money on e-commerce at one time, but not to the level that they have. Okay, they started growing so big that they went into other areas of their business, like what Nelson was talking about, because they said that Amazon was limiting what they wanted to do with their business. I don't know. You'd have to ask them about that, because I don't know the details of that. But so they started having, like, they got so big they had to hire help. But then they had to oversee everything and that and the other that can go wrong, and it became a 9-to-5 job.
Let's not repeat everything three times. No, but John, let me see what I have to say for just a second, please. One, you have the affiliate person, the affiliate site. Me, I have an affiliate link. I send people to it, they buy. On the other end, there's the person who's selling the product. The Belinda's talking about is the person who had a warehouse with stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is what I'm getting at. Well, this is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but by saying on this show that starting with Amazon, people are gonna say, I don't want to have anything to do with Amazon.
I'm talking about e-commerce in general. You go from one thing to the other.
Stop. Let's stick with Amazon for the moment. Okay. They started as sellers, affiliates.
Right.
No, hold on. Which one? Okay. Which one? Sellers or affiliates?
Both.
Okay, yeah.
No, you're not both. You're one or the other.
They started as affiliates. Okay, they put their links out.
You argue with them about it.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, because Belinda's talked about 3 topics that I know about here, and I can't get the word out here.
Bear with me. Bear with me. Were they affiliates, and were they just putting their links out and letting people order through them?
Yes, they were an affiliate, then they became a seller after that.
Whoa, stop. What is involved with being a seller?
You have to warehouse your own stuff.
Or you can use Amazon to a point, but you're limited that way if you don't have your own thing.
And then you have to get a warehouse.
I'm trying to walk through this step by step. Okay, bear with me, Nelson. Calm down.
I'm not. You're actually aggravating me by saying that, John. I have this cup for sale. I have 100,000 of these. I go to Amazon and I say I want to sell them.
Let me get to my point.
Well, go ahead.
Let me get to my point.
We're just wasting time talking about this.
Belinda. So they became sellers.
Right.
Now tell me the basic difference between a seller and an affiliate.
A seller, you have to source your stuff. I mean, there's different ways there's different ways you can do it, but that's a whole nother story.
What does that mean for people who are listening who doesn't know all that mumbo jumbo?
And I said it already. An affiliate has. Can I explain it, please? No, John.
I was in the middle of what I was trying to.
I was explaining it, and you cut me off.
But see, Nelson.
John, you're pissing me off.
Okay, you're pissing me off too, because when I teach, I break things down to the basic element, because I have people in my class at different levels. Okay, and I have to break it down to where the slowest person can follow. We have people hopefully listening that doesn't have the background that we have. So even though it's obvious to us, it's not obvious to them.
Can I say my part, please? Can I start with it? Because I will explain it. Can I say it, please?
Go for it.
Thank you. An affiliate. Simple. You get a link. You send people to the link. The people choose to buy this mug. They say, my credit card, I'm going to pay for it. It's $19. They say, okay, it's getting shipped. Amazon then contacts the seller, the person who owns the mugs, that says, send this mug to this address. That's the seller part. Belinda at the beginning was talking about people selling their Amazon business. They were the providers, the sellers, the warehousers, not the affiliate. I'm an affiliate. I don't have a warehouse. I don't have stuff.
I forget.
I was trying to get to that point, but slowly.
I know, but you cut me off 3 times, John.
Yeah, but see, you're going too fast.
There's no too fast. Seller, provider,
affiliate. This. You know this.
Okay,
it's
anyways, can we move on? Okay, anyways, my point was, I was just trying to correct Belinda in saying that the person doesn't sell their affiliate program, their business.
I was trying to do that too, but in a different way.
Well, it was long-winded and actually disrespectful.
No, this is why exactly you said you couldn't be a teacher. And this is why.
No, John, I can be a teacher for God's sakes, but I don't have people cutting me off 3 times when I'm trying to explain something. You're doing it now. You just did it now. You're being disrespectful.
Students do that. Students raise their hand. They say, "Wait a minute, I don't understand what you're talking."
I thought this was a live chat.
It is. But we have to think of the audience.
Yeah, I know. And if an audience wants to get more information on it, go to Amazon. All I wanted to do was not get people misunderstanding and then say, I'll never get into Amazon.
This is why I was trying to break it down so that the simple Joe who knows nothing about internet marketing can get the point. We have a marketing background. We can throw this stuff around between each other all the time and we know what we're talking about. And we go fast. We go through this. We go through that. We go through this.
If they want more information, they ask. It's called communication. My point is, Belinda was throwing out there that Amazon, blah, 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 and I was trying to correct her on it because it was not making any sense to me.
I was trying to fix that. I was trying to walk it through.
Okay, but John,
I understand what John's doing. He's helping. He's asking me a question like a teacher would, and then I answer what each thing means, so people know the difference. Because I know there are 3 different things.
You were answering it wrong. Is what I was trying to get at.
I didn't get a chance to answer anything.
Me neither. I got cut off 3 times. Anyways, can we move on now? Can we move on?
No, when I started my basic questions so that she could answer correctly. Because I saw what you were saying. I saw your point. She was mixing in things.
And that's what I was going to explain and separate it, but I don't get the chance to.
It was totally confusing. You're right. And it was misleading. You are right. That is the reason I was wanting to take a step-by-step approach.
Can you do something in the future? Can you be a little bit more diplomatic about it? Because the way you did it really ticked me off. You cut me off 3 times and dismissed me 3 times.
We cut each other off all the time.
I did not cut you off on this one. I asked you 3 times, can I explain my side? And you cut me off.
But we do that all the time.
No,
sometimes I open my mouth. I open my mouth to say something. Y'all say something else. I open my mouth to say something. Y'all say something
I understand that. But this was a critical situation where information was being broadcasted wrong. I was trying to correct it, and you shut me down 3 times. You just did it again. Anyways, can we stop doing that? All you had to say is, Nelson.
You don't realize what you're doing. That's the problem.
Okay, I'm just going to say this, and guys, then we'll drop it.
No. Guys, everybody, show up tomorrow. Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And, well, John left now, so that's really childish. And we're here Monday through Friday. Thank you. Have a nice day, everybody.